One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to a city immortalized in song. Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos will kick it away to start. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll go to the ground. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air on second down. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
7, Western Michigan, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Broncos want to move quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Running behind that left side. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single...
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Working that left side. Off and running. Past the 20. Touchdown Bulls. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
On target. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo. And
there he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go.
Going with the ground game left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. No huddle here for the offense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The extra point here would tie the game.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They're going to test the right side with this one. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
These corners backing off a bit. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Leaves it with the running back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. The Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Going to take a shot. Found the spot in the defense. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USF. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown Broncos. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Bulls will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He gets a block. And the returner will be knocked down. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Slams ahead. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes a snap, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Miranda. Tripped up for the tackle. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Bulls come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulls will snap it on first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The DBs will back off a bit. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. At the 30. Inside. Touchdown, Broncos. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Sends it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go right back to him. There he goes. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Ash. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving.
Running free! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback making adjustments. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. To throw, it's Freeman. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Motion from the wideout. Trying to keep this drive alive. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They just keep firing. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with this target.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, South Florida. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ash. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Broncos want to crank the tempo. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Miranda. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bulls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Trying play action. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Freeman. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he continues to fight for yards. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Miranda. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. This time he's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab down the left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
On the play.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10.
3:25.
Wide receiver going in motion. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins champion.
Oh, he's got some space. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Broncos in the hurry-up. The run to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll move the wide receiver. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USA.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Here's the pressure. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Turning it on. Oh, what a caught. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Might as well give it to him again. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. They didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? You start every season